Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Madam Rosita. Today, our group will present about reuse and its role in software development. My name is Khairunisa Azwa binti Nur Azman and I will explain to you about reuse. The definition of reuse. Reuse is the use of previously retained software resources, especially objects and components, in new application. What is software resources? Software resources consists of the metadata that describe a specific instance of a software application. The company will reuse the old software resources to be developed into their new application. And this type of reuse is commonly applied into different development technologies which are object-oriented development and component-based development.
Madam, my name is Nur Maizati binti Mat Jasin. I will continue to share about reuse. Reuse have two different development technology, which is first object-oriented development. Object-oriented development is analysis, design and programming are related but distinct. It is concerned with developing an object model of the application domain. It is also concerned with developing an object-oriented system model to implement requirement. It also concerned about realizing an object-oriented development using an object-oriented programming language such as Java or C++. Second is component-based development. What is mean by component-based development? CBD is a procedure that accentuates the design and development of computer-based system with the help of reusable software component. With CBD, the focus shifts from software programming to software system composing. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I am Nur Atika Musa. Next for reuse also can be effective, such as increase productivity, less defect and reduce reward. Next is technical issues, lack of methodology for component library, such as creating and labeling reusable components. Then organizational issues, lack of commitment, training and organizational support. Hard to measure economic benefits, legal and contractual issues.
I want to present about the figure 2.5, which is show the investment necessary to achieve the reusable components. We can see that for axis X shows the number of projects using reusable assets, and for axis Y shows the development cost and schedule resources. For the first project solution, we can see that height for both, which is number of project and reusable asset, and for the development cost and schedule resources. For the second project solution, it is more higher than the first, which is 50% more cost and 100% more time. And we can see that for the project solution, it is higher than second, which is 1 to 5% more cost and 150% more time. And lastly, we can see at many project solution, it is the higher value per unit investment of the number of projects using reusable assets, and for the development cost and schedule resources. That's all.
My name is Syekh Nur binti Sani, and now we move forward to a step of software reuse. There are three steps, which the first one is abstraction. Abstraction is a design of usable piece of software. For example, it used in a design pattern, library system and so on. The second one is storage. Storage is a space that making software assets available for others. And the last one is recontextualization. Recontextualization is making the software understandable to the developer. This will make easy to people in complete their work.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Amira binti Muhammad Amir. I will present about approaches to reuse. There are 4 approaches to reuse. The first one is ad hoc. Ad hoc is individuals are free to find or develop reusable assets on their own. The second one is facilitated. Facilitated is the developers are encouraged to practice reuse. Third is managed. Managed is the development, sharing and adoption of reusable assets is mandate. Fourth is design. Design is assets mandate for reuse as they are being designed for specific application. Nearly everyone agrees reusing content is a good thing. Content professionals sometimes invoke the phrase single sourcing to suggest the notion that one sourcing can serve all needs, both internally and for audience.
I am Nohawa binti Hazizu. I would like to explain more about approach to reuse. The first approach is ad hoc. The reuse level is none to low and the cost is low. The policy and procedure is none. Next is facilitate. The reuse level is low and the cost is also low. The policy and procedure is developers are encouraged to reuse but are not required to do so. The next is manage. Reuse level is moderate and the cost is also moderate. The policy and procedure is development, sharing and adoption of reusable assets are mandated. Organizational policy are established for documentation, packaging and certification. The last is design. The reuse level is high and the cost is also high. The policy and procedure is reuse is mandate. Policy are put in place so that reuse effectiveness can be measured. Code must be designed for reuse during initial development. That's it.